German spearfishing channel. We are here in Seoul, South Korea, and about to visit the biggest fish market in the city, the Noryangjin fish wholesale market. So follow up, guys.
The Noryangjin fish market is directed in the south of Seoul, and it's filled with aquariums all over. All the fish is still living and you're able to buy all the fishes. On the second floor there's a restaurant market where you can bring your own fish and they will prepare it freshly. But one good advice, if you're soft-hearted, the Noryangjin fish market is nothing for you, because all the fish and crayfish, octopus are stacked up onto each other in the aquariums.
2 kilogram? How much is it? How much? Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt. 1000 Bon? Whole? 1000 Bon? No. The whole thing? 1000? 60 Euro kostet ja immer.
Aber ich dachte nur 1000 Euro.
Nee. 1000 Bon.
These small octopus are a specialty which you can buy everywhere in Korea. They are sliced up raw or in hot broth. These octopus are caught in the tidal area of Getbol in Korea.
Steinbit. Ja, der saugt da schon einen raus. Steinbeißer, Steinbit und ein Hai. Guck mal. Da ein Hai.
When I was asking where the snow crabs are coming from, they told me that they are caught in Russia.
That the fish stays fresh, and everywhere you can buy this sashimi pattern.
The market women are crawling and climbing on the aquariums to clean them up. Meanwhile, all the snow crabs trying to escape.
They're huge. They're like 4 kilo, 5 kilo.
Overall, it's hard to see all this fish stacked up, even for a fish lover like me, who is hunting fish.
Oh, grouper.
These so-called hedgehog worms are a specialty which is served in Asia.
Seeschnecken. Was kommt aufs Bild drauf? Are we in the dry apartment? Everywhere is dried fish. Dried stingrays. Now we're coming to the octopus apartment. Apartment, same. Living cucumbers.
The bigger octopus were held in bigger nets, which are attached to a piece of styrofoam, so they can be grabbed from the aquarium very easy.
Ah, it's gone. Die Frage ist immer, why should I buy here, not here, or not here? Because they're all having the same. Endless amounts of fresh fish. Huge. So ein Tiefseefisch, das ist dieser, der Degenfisch. So einer.
Even if you're familiar with fishing and fish, you even will see new species that you have never seen before, like this pythonfish.
Wo würdest du dich da einmal reinlegen?
There's a football field wide aquarium area where just eels are sold.
Somebody is buying sea cucumber.
You can even buy shark like this one.
Wenn der dich packt, guck mal hier.
Ja.
Eieieiei.
Wow.
Ja, das ist
I don't know what kind of food they are preparing from these giant octopus arms, but they were like my arm. After 1.5 hours, we were buzzing for fresh air.
Jetzt bin ich echt gespannt.
Afterwards, we rented some bikes nearby and did a bike tour on the Han River. It's a super nice area.
Oh, hier ist Barbecue.
And the bikes were super cheap. You will find nice seafood all over the city. These colorful lanterns were hanged all over the country because it was Buddha's birthday ahead.
Hier und einen letzten.
Koreans and Korea is famous for hiking. We did a couple hikings, but on this hiking the weather turned into really bad and we were freezing on the peak of the Sangwangbang mountain. When you're in Korea, you have to eat Korean barbecue at least every evening.
Hello and welcome to the German Spearfishing channel. We are here in South Korea and this is the second fish market we are visiting. The so-called Jagalchi fish market in Busan in the south of South Korea. So follow up, guys.
Sepia. Ja, der lebt noch. Nicht mehr lange.
Und zack.
The Jagalchi fish market is in the south of South Korea in Busan. The World Expo in the year 2030 will be there and the Koreans are doing advertisement all over the city already. Altogether, the Jagalchi fish market is better than the Noryangjin fish market in Seoul because there are a lot of more different species you can find and the animals are not that stacked. Even the smell is better than in Noryangjin. These arrow squids are caught by light trawlers. They have large light bulbs which are attracting the arrow squids at night and they're right in front of the Jagalchi market.
Here's fugu fish, puffer fish, Japanese puffer fish for fugu. Highly poisonous. Some more snow crabs.
These shrimps were viable in the restaurants for around 100 euros per kilogram.
Ja, das ist meine Schrimpgröße hier. Größer als meine Hand. Roundmouth. In Germany Rundmäuler. Die gibt's in Deutschland gar nicht mehr.
Here you can see the famous abalone sea snail, how they are moving and how they are acting. I never saw one of these like this before. In Germany we call these ones Bärenkrebse, in English slipper crabs. You rarely see them anywhere in the world.
Mantis shrimps. Most likely to be the fastest animals in the animal kingdom. Man muss auch sagen, bei uns wird auch Hai gegessen. Ne? Doch. Schillerloch. Der Fluchtturm der Aale. They're trying to build a wall to get out of the tank.
Also in the upper floors you will find a lot of restaurants which are preparing the fish that you're buying. The food looked super good, but we weren't familiar with trading with the market girls and women's, so we skipped that. At the outside of the market you will find an open air fish market where all the fish is laying in 30 degrees in the sun. I think I wouldn't recommend buying fish here.
Heiße Maroni, heiße Maroni.
In the city center of Busan you have a very vivid and life-full nightlife. You will find bars, restaurants all over the place.
Alter! Warte mal!
In the whole weeks we were there, we met altogether like 4 or 5 Germans, a lot of tourists from France, but altogether there were not that many European looking like tourists.
Geil, super!
Das war doch witzig. Das zeichnet.
Altogether the contrast between the cities, the restaurants and the temples and the nature all over the country, it's super nice because it's super diverse. This one was my favorite temple. We found it by Google Maps and there was not a single tourist all around. It was a super nice and calm atmosphere. It's directed in the north of Busan, and the Buddhas which are living in these grottos are emitting so much peaceful serenity. Traveling in South Korea always felt super safe and nice. I think Korea is a real hidden gem, a secret tip. You don't find that many tourists. You don't feel that overcrowded. The people are friendly and helpful. It's sometimes hard to get in contact because a lot of people are not speaking English, but if you're a little bit open-minded and are familiar with using apps and are not breaking into tears when you don't get what you think you ordered in the restaurant, you will find Korea as a modern and not overrun Asian country. We were moving around the country with a car we rented in Seoul. It was like 700 euros for 10 days. The car was super good, super modern, had all the assistance systems you need. We booked our hotel rooms just the day before we arrived with booking.com, and this turned out to be super easy and no problem at all appeared. I think this is a good symbol how safe and peaceful this country is. In Germany you would never find money laying around like this, even in a church or anywhere. The Autobahn toll system is super confusing. We didn't understood it until the last day. In the end, our car rental just booked from the credit card like 60 euros for 1,400 kilometers. We didn't visited the North Korean border, and as a tourist you don't get that much contact to the theme of South and North Korea at all. Accidentally we humbled into this farm where they were growing and selling these stone plants, and it was super amazing. This was one out of 6 greenhouses, and these were filled with forms and colors. So today is Buddha's birthday, and we are on the main temple where it's gonna be celebrated, and it's raining like hell. The most expensive part of the holiday was the flight. It was €1,500. But altogether, I really can recommend visiting South Korea. As I said, it is a super nice, modern and safe country, which is not overrun at all. Like I already said, it's a hidden gem.